Alright everybody, so I don't know if I made it clear or not, whatever. I took another vacation. This time I took a long vacation. I was away for quite a while. Like the other vacation was just a weekend. This one, a long time. So I'm back now. Got a lot of things to do. First thing today, got the lawnmower out. Do a little tune-up on that. I already did that. Got to get the grass cut because it is extremely long because I haven't been around in a while. Then we're gonna get the car out. Car's in perfect condition, did great, but a 2,500 plus road trip, oh my god, I'll show you how disgustingly dirty that thing is here in a little while. Waiting on parts for this, just ordered it last night, so we're probably going to break into this. We'll see. First let's get the grass cut, and then we got to get that cleaned because that's a whole nother story. So give me an hour to get the grass cut. Okay, so I got all the grass cut, everything's cut, everything looks good. Now, when I pulled the lawnmower out, I don't know if we'll be able to see it without me moving the lawnmower and all that kind of stuff. But underground, underneath the motor, is a huge, I mean like, monster oil. So I didn't move this to cut around it like I usually do. It's just there is a huge oil underneath this thing. Now usually it usually leaks, but it's very minimal. That thing is monster. I mean, it's like that big. I mean, it's huge. Whatever, I guess I'll address that later. So let's go. We'll address everything while we're at it. Let's put this up. Okay, Silverado. We'll go into the Silverado. So like I said, I was going to work on this. Well, here's my thing. I bought new sensors for it, but I don't think the sensors are the issue, because I've been messing with this before I went on vacation and after vacation. Man, there's cobwebs all on this thing. Well, here's my thing. I think I figured out, I mean, the IAC's bad, so definitely the IAC is bad on this, well, it's not bad, it needs recalibrated, but we're not getting into that, because the whole issue with getting it calibrated, this and that, it's a nightmare. So I bought sensors, they weren't a lot of money, so I'm not stressed on that aspect of it. But I think I figured out like how to start this thing, like hands down all the time. Now this thing's been sitting for, before it was sitting for like 2 weeks. I started it up earlier and I started it the same way, and now it's been sitting for like 4 hours. And it starts up every time when I do it like this. So clutch in, gas straight to the floor. Really, now that I do it on camera, it's not going to do it. It did it earlier. It's been doing it for the last I mean, I've done it I don't know how many times, and it's been starting. Wow, that's funny. That's hilarious. Every time I go to like do something on camera with this truck, it proves me a liar. Every time. That's funny. Like every time. Okay. Roll up the windows. We'll call this truck done. Like seriously, you're just gonna call me a liar. It's all good. Okay. Whatever. Alright, we'll get into this thing now. Now, in the last video, when I would prime, wow. Hold on. Okay, now we're back. So on to this. Last video, I don't think I've discussed what the issue was. Okay, whatever. We're just going to recap. So when I would prime the motor, it would spit fuel. Well, this thing has a, I don't remember what it's called now. It's been a week or so. It has a hot sensor in it. So it basically, if it reads oil pressure and the motor's not running, it will turn the fuel pump on. So if you unplug the fuel sensor right here, prime the motor, no fuel. And it is putting out oil just like normal. And the cool thing is since I do have the spacers on here now, it does not overflow. That's a good thing. Now, my one thing is, I don't know. Okay, so this is the battery that was in the Silverado. The battery that, because when I was going through the whole issues, I was thinking maybe it was a battery issue. So the battery that's in the Silverado is the brand new one that was in this that I bought. Now here's my thing. Now, the other day, I would get it to click. So when I would turn the key, the motor would at least click like it was trying to start. Now nothing. I don't actually know if this battery is dead. Like, I had it on the charger the other day. I mean, I'm sitting here saying that. Let's check the voltmeter on it. That's why I have these kind of things. Alright. Because I did have this on the charger the other day. It's reading 12.3. Yeah, 12.3. So it's got voltage. Now the other day, you know, there was a ground, like this ground, like right here, that went from the firewall to the back of the motor. It wasn't connected, but as soon as I connected that one, it cranked, or I mean, it clicked. But I was thinking the battery was dead. So now I'm like, don't know. Why is it not doing nothing now? I'm at a loss. So that's my next thing is, I've got to figure out why this motor isn't turning over. It's free, I do know that. So like the other day, when it stopped clicking, I went ahead, put a wrench on the crank, spun it over, spins over fine. Motor's free, everything works up and down, no issue. But for some reason, I cannot get the starter to do anything right now. Battery's charged. I had it on the charger for all day long. I just need to go over it. Maybe there's another ground or so that I'm missing. Maybe that ground wasn't clean when I put it on, so we'll take it off, we'll clean it up, who knows. But that, this is close. Oh yeah, one thing I did mess up, which when I said earlier in the video, parts are ordered. So I threw up at the end of the other video, off camera, I put the fuel pressure fuel pressure regulator up. Now again, this is supply, this is return. So supply would go here, return would go here. So I mean, it's an easy thing. But here's the thing is this, I just put it up there and I put the bracket up and I wasn't paying attention to how close it was. So now I can't, I mean, I can put my fitting right here, but it won't allow the hose. So I ordered a 90. So a -6 to 90 barb fitting to come off of right here for my actual feed to carburetor. So then that'll come off of here, feed around, and feed to right here on the carb. Not a big deal. That was $7, I think. Okay, you know, things happen, issues. Now let's get on to this. Is this thing even unlocked? Did I leave it unlocked? Yes. Now, my road trip was 2,500 miles, and I mean, you can see the grime on it. I hate doing this, but the brake dust grime all over it, the dirt down the door handles, just, it is bad everywhere. There is not a single, and you can see here my fingerprints from opening and shutting the hatch, you know, while we were out on vacation. All over. It's bad. Like I say, I mean, you can see the dirt. This thing is head to toe dirty. I don't know if you're able to see it. You can see the streaks coming down off of it. It is filthy dirty. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing like fully cleaned, fully prepped, and back to looking mint. And that's what we're gonna do right now. But we're not gonna do it on camera because it's gonna take a while. So I'll pick the video up when it looks mint. Okay, now that it's taken me like hours, so gone over this thing, I mean, you can see inside the door jambs are like nice and white again, you know, all the way around. Got inside the gas door, that was horrible. Door jambs all done. The only bad thing about this, the hood still looks dirty. There's bug. All over this thing. I mean, you can see all these marks. That's all bug. So I'm gonna have to go to the store and get some like bug remover type thing, something that's really gonna cut through all this bug crap like really good, because it's piled on there, especially on the front, of course. I mean, after a 2,500 some odd mile road trip, I mean, you know, it's to be expected. But it's clean. You just need to dry it off, which, you know, since the sun's going down, it is getting dark out. It's an easy thing to do. I ain't got to worry about spots and all that kind of stuff, because it's, I know I'm sweating to death, but it's a lot cooler than it was earlier. It's all good. So we're gonna end this video. I guess next video I'm gonna go ahead and pick up on the Silverado. Since it is making a liar out of me, I'm gonna go ahead and switch these sensors that I have sitting right here. I mean, I have them sitting here, so it's like might as well just go ahead and change them out. Maybe that'll help with the issue, I don't know. So next video we're gonna be on the Silverado, because I was planning on going and picking me up a project tomorrow. Without a truck, can't do it. It's not gonna fit in the back of that. All right, well, I'll catch you in the next video.